This is the biggest video that we have made since the channel started 3 years ago. So please leave a like and subscribe for the YouTube algorithm. We would really appreciate it for the effort put on this video. Welcome to Pokemon White 2 Randomizer with only shinies. Comment down below your favorite shiny and I will give a heart to your comment. The rules for this lock are kinda complex, so I'm explaining them to you. If any Pokemon dies, I lose a life, which I have 10, and can't be revived. I only can play with shiny Pokemon. Pokemon are also randomized. I can't buy potions, and the level cap is on, so those are the rules applied. I also played the game on Discord with my mate TPG. I first started by naming my character, Either, and my rival, Not. I got my first Pokemon, a Bomb Snow. As it is a shiny lock, I had to shiny hunt it at first. Finally, I was able to get a Bomb Snow shiny. I had my first battle with my rival Not, who threw out a Sigalip and won just losing around half of my Pokemon's health. Already on the first grass, there were many good Pokemon to choose from, so I started shiny hunting there. What I didn't expect was this.
What the f- Yo! I wasn't expecting that without the legendary music. 1 shake, 2 shakes, 3 shakes, please! Oh my god!
Let's go.
And so Suicune became my second Pokemon on the series. After that, I had my second battle with Nut, which I won, although I had a close call with a Bomb Snow. After that, me and Nut had to search for a lost herdier. That's where I met Team Plasma. And God of its members had the herdier. He gave it back and ran away. I finally went to the next town and went to the first gym, having leveled up earlier before. I won the first 2 challengers without any problem, and now it was time for the leader, Karen. Luckily, he threw a Bidoof at first, which I was able to beat up using my Suicune with no problem at all. I countered his next Pokemon, Ninetales, which was a relief. However, I was scared at first as he used Confusion, which got me confused. Luckily, my Suicune didn't attack himself and blasted 2 Bubble Beams into the Ninetales.
I don't like where this is going.
Yes!
Amazing.
With that, I won the first gym medal.
Let's freaking go.
Amazing.
I kept going on the grass down below. I casually found a Burn Drive, an item for the pseudo-legendary Pokemon Genesect. I thought it was time to shiny hunt my third Pokemon before the second gym, which was pretty close already. I searched for Pokemon and finally it appeared.
Yo!
Oh,
Yo! No way!
oh,
Pokemon.
It got caught with a Pokeball surprisingly easy, and so I got my third Pokemon on the team. I went to the second gym and beat the first 2 challengers without any problem. Before fighting the leader, I leveled up my Pokemon so they could reach the level 17, as the level cap was 18. Finally, I fought against the second gym leader, Roxy. Her first Pokemon was Blastoise. It wouldn't be so hard, but it used Thunder Wave and paralyzed me. It attacked, but luckily they didn't do so much damage to me. I didn't want to risk it though, so I changed to Electros and defeated her. Her next Pokemon, a Sandal, was rather easy, and I had an Bomb Snow with a Grass type move. I one-shotted it and won the second gym leader.
Let's go, baby! Let's go!
After the second gym, I had my first encounter with Team Plasma. Luckily, with my Electros, their Seadra was easy to beat, and so we won the battle and they ran away. Maya gave us Cut. I traveled in boat to the next city, where there were many buildings to level up my Pokemon to the level cap. Before battling in the gym, I had to search for the leader in the city's sewers. I was confined by Nut, so most of the battles were double ones. Luckily, Nut healed my Pokemon after every battle. After various fights, we found the leader, and Nut left instantly. There I first saw Colress, although I didn't get to battle him. Before getting to the gym though, there was a good spot for shiny hunting upwards. Our objective was to shiny hunt Charmeleon, but it took so much time to get. But finally...
Yes, sir!
Yes!
Let's go!
Catch it right now.
Oh my god!
Entiendo, pero es...
1, 2, 3. Yes, sir!
Let's go!
After catching it, I went straight into the gym. My idea was to first defeat all the challengers before the leader, which I did without any loss. After that, before the leader, I kept leveling my Pokemon up to the level cap. The city was very useful for doing so, because there was a building with plenty of battles. I was also very lucky because in the next route there was a trainer that reset herself every time you entered in the route, and she had an Arceus, which gave us lots of experience. It was perfect for leveling all my Pokemon to the level cap, which was 24. Finally, I challenged the third gym leader, Rubert, who had 3 Pokemon. The first one was a Nosepass, which was easy to deal with thanks to the TM Dark Void we found before. We were able to make enemy Pokemon fall asleep, and so it was a lot easier to win. The next Pokemon was Chingling, my Charmeleon won against it just in 2 turns. Really easy. Finally, his best Pokemon was a Starmie. It wasn't too hard to deal with, but not easy either. Luckily, my Suicune was able to defeat it without taking a lot of damage.
Great.
Third gym battle.
Let's go.
Pokemon White 2. Random. Not even 1 life lost.
And that was it. I defeated the third gym leader and won my third gym medal. He also gave me the TM Shadow Ball, which is a pretty good one. After the gym, I walked through the next route until finding Colress for my second time. However, he had a battle this time. I hadn't healed my Pokemon and my Abomasnow was weak. As he sent a Charizard, I changed into Suicune for countering and defeated instantly. Then he sent an Elekid, so I changed to my Electros and I defeated without too much problem. And just like that, Colress was down. After giving me a protein, he left. I kept advancing on the routes and leveling up, and then I reached this huge desert, which had lots of trainers to battle against and also plenty of spread items, which was simply great. After getting to the next city, there was an sports stadium, and there were some trainers which I fought for leveling up. I had a close call with a Viper, but it ended up just fine. However, on the next battle,
Eso se da para un...
I had lost my first life. It didn't help to know that my Charmeleon would have one-shotted that enemy just after. It was hurtful, but you couldn't use Abomasnow anymore, so I put it in the PC box.
Mono.
I had to get a replacement now, so I was hoping for a plant type, but there weren't any grass ones around, so I just hoped to get a good shiny. Luckily, and after some time, a shiny Gardevoir appeared, which wasn't half bad. I caught it and added it to the team. I went to the next gym after leveling up, and fought with any problems up to the leader, Elisa. I managed to defeat all of her Pokemon without too much problem. It won easily, and so I got the 4th gym medal. I also got the TM head charge, but didn't need it at any time. I kept on advancing in the routes. I reached a spot with various trainers, and after there was a huge bridge. There I could level up fighting against other trainers. I didn't lose any lives, so that was good. I kept advancing through the routes. The next gym wasn't as close as the previous one. I kept fighting and finding various cool items. Finally, I entered the 5th gym. Luckily, my Pokemon had been trained well and the battles weren't too difficult. The gym itself, though, wasn't easy to follow, and it took a bit of time to figure out where the leader was. We ended up reaching Clay and had the battle. First, he sent Vivarel. With Electros, I beat him easily, but he had used Gust and I miscalculated, so the same turn I defeated him, my Electros fell asleep. However, I decided to let him in the battle. He just went asleep for another turn and woke up, one-shooting the rival Farfetch. His last Pokemon was a stun tank. I didn't really counter him, but I could use Dark Void to make it fall asleep. I kept using Muddy Water and until I defeated it, also defeating Clay and winning the 5th gym medal.
Oh. Pretty satisfying.
He also gave me the TM Giga Impact, which was really good. I kept advancing up to the next route where there were many good Pokemon, so I went and shiny hunted there. However, my luck wasn't exactly the best.
Are you kidding me? Bro, are you kidding me? He doesn't deserve to be here.
No, that.
Die.
Oh my.
Die. Forever.
I decided not to give up though, and I kept shiny hunting again. And then it appeared.
Yo! Lick my balls! I literally said, right now. Bro, I have the feeling that my next encounter is gonna be Genesect China. Now comes the difficult part. It's gonna be pretty difficult. What?
It's gonna be pretty.
That was my 5th Pokemon, without counting Abomas now, rest in peace. It was incredibly easy to get. It was destiny. It was meant to. It was. I also gave the burn drive to my Genesect I had found at the beginning of the game. So one of his moves would be fire type now. I kept advancing until a charged stone cave. In their normal games, only electric type Pokemon could appear there, but it wasn't the case here. For passing through the cave, we had to keep up with the story though, because it was blocked if not. Before it, there was an event about a tournament where my rival Nut would participate too. Colress was also there. Then started my 3rd battle against Nut, and he lost. His Giratina and Swallow were easy to defeat, but his Armaldo was a little bit more complicated. Still, we defeated Nut. Better luck next time. Our final rival was Colress. He wasn't too of a challenge at least. Surprisingly enough, he also had a Swallow, just like Nut, which gave me some trouble. Still, everything went well and I won the tournament again. After the tournament, there was a mysterious ship on the city sport. The first gym leader, Karen, was with us, and when we entered, we discovered that it was Team Plasmas. They surrounded all of us, and I had to do some battles against them. I didn't have to heal even once though. Genesect did an amazing job fighting against them. Also, on the double battles with Nut and Karen, after defeating everybody, a mysterious man called Sinsolin appeared though, and kicked us off the boat. He seemed to have evil plans with the legendary Pokemon. Now that I had defeated all Team Plasma, I was able to continue through the Chargestone Cave. It was a really huge place, and I kept battling with trainers and leveling up. Finally, I exited the cave. In the next Pokemon Center, they sold TMs, and I got so lucky as one of them was Flamethrower. The catch was that Charmeleon, now Charizard at this point, couldn't learn it as the TM wasn't supposed to be fire type, but another one. Still, it could be useful in the future. After getting out of the Pokemon Center, I finally met Professor Juniper in person. She gave me a Master Ball, so that was pretty epic. After all that, I went to the next city, where the 6th gym was located. I already had my Pokemon leveled up, so I went straight into it. There was a giant fan blowing up wind on me occasionally, so going through the gym itself was challenging. I did just fine, but accidentally Electros went up to level 40, going past the level cap, so it would be cancelled for this gym battle. After beating all the other challengers, I battled with leader, Skyla. Her first Pokemon was a Sableye, which I defeated with Genesect easily. His next was Blastoise, and it was tougher as I didn't have Electros to counter it, but I was able to beat it with a Genesect too. His last Pokemon was Masquerain. It didn't go easy on me, but I was able to defeat it with my Suicune.
Okay. We don't miss, we don't get paralyzed, and we kill Masquerain. Gym number 6 done, boys.
And so I won the 6th gym medal. I also got the TM barrier, which wasn't half bad at least. In the next route, I kept leveling up. There were lots of triple battles, surprisingly. I didn't know why, but later I noticed that the battles themselves are randomized. I entered this tower, which would have lots of trainers in it, great for leveling up. I have played this game before and I remember it pretty well, just as you see here.
Si no me equivoco, un lucky egg. Justo aquí. GG's, bro.
I later leveled up in the tower. After battling all the trainers there and ringing the bell on the top, I went to the next city by plane. I love this part.
Let's go, baby! On to the next city! Yes, sir! Helicopter, helicopter.
There was a haunted house in the city. In there's an event for finding Cresselia, a legendary Pokemon. Although...
Entré por ahí, por la izquierda. Bueno, chavales, pues nos dan el Pokémon ya. Nos dan el Pokémon ya. XD, muy XD.
After the haunted house event, I kept traveling up until entering a volcano. No, I'm not joking. There were many battles on it, so it was pretty nice. But just before exiting the place though, something really epic happened.
No tiene una mecánica Bueno. Hay dos... Oh my god! Oh my...
I had found a shiny by pure luck, not even shiny hunting. As I was traveling with Bianca, I defeated her Pokemon to make sure she didn't kill the shiny. And then caught it with a Great Ball, the best I had, and got it in the first try.
1, 2, 3. Yes, sir! Oh my god, I wasn't expecting that.
Hitmonchan, who I named Rocky, was the new sudden member of the team, as I was literally searching for a fighting type, also real lucky. I walked to the next city. The music felt so nostalgic.
There's the whole city, never mind.
Oh my god, this music's so good actually.
In one of the city's houses, there was a guy who bought me some items I had found randomly for an amazingly high price. I gained lots of money with that and became half millionaire. I kept battling and leveling up in the next routes. I reached the next city and Professor Juniper and Bianca guided me to a house where there was an old woman who told me everything about Unova's story. I kept advancing and had an encounter with no other than Virizion, the legendary Pokemon. It was a grass type, so I thought it would be perfect for replacing the lack of plant type I left with a Abomasnow, so I decided to shiny hunt it. Finally, I got the shiny Virizion and caught it as fast as I could with the Master Ball I had gotten before from Juniper. It was amazing, and I decided to add it on the team, leaving Hitmonchan on the PC, because Virizion is also a fighting type. I made it learn Strength, as it could be a pretty useful move in the future too. In the next city, I went to the 7th gym. Pretty cool, as you had to pilot a literal dragon. Anyways, I started battling people. I then got to the gym leader, Drayden, and we had our battle. First, he sent Combustion, which Gardevoir one-shotted. His next Pokemon was a Sableye, and I changed into a Lexrus, but I had a close call as the Sableye confused me and then almost killed my Pokemon. I changed to Suicune and defeated it. His last Pokemon was a Corsola, so I sent my Virizion to fight against it. The result? One-shotted.
One super effective, one-shotted. Let's go, boys!
With that, I had won the 7th gym medal. I also got the TM flatter, but well, at this point it wasn't too good for me. I was going to continue exploring, but then Team Plasma appeared on their flying magical spaceship boat of friendship. Then they suddenly froze the entire city with their secret weapon. And so I had to help and continue the story, defeating Team Plasma members through the place. Nut and Karen also went here to help. I kept following the story and maybe I could find what was happening soon. I went through the next route and reached the next city, where there was 8th and last gym. However, for some reason, the leader was swimming on the sea and I had to search for him. After it, I entered the gym and started battling with the trainers there. You had to move using water lilies to reach most of the places in the gym. All of the gyms in general had great mechanics, not gonna lie. Finally, I reached the gym leader, Mario, and had a battle with him. His first Pokemon was a Jumbo, which wasn't the best as I had a Charizard. So I changed the condition and martial art. His next Pokemon was my best, and I changed back to Charizard, so I was able to control. Finally, his next Pokemon was Golden 2, so I changed back to my recent.
Super fighting. One shot. Let's go, man. Critical hitting. We win our 8th badge.
I defeated Marlon and won the 8th gym badge. I finally had all the gym badges of the region.
Look at that. Yes, sir.
Now I still had to find Team Plasma, so I started traveling to search it. There was also a huge cave I spent a lot of time in. Finally, I found Team Plasma's ship. Marlon was also there for some reason. I entered the ship along Nut, and how surprising, Team Plasma members were waiting for me to fight with them. And so I fought with them. We were able to actually enter inside of the ship, but there was a password. So I by pure logic thought about the wonderful idea of having to defeat other Team Plasma members so they would have to give me hints. It worked, and so I battled with a huge part of the ship's crew and got enough hints to know the actual password was 9909. Then I went to a room with Cincelin, the weird purple guy. He revealed his secret weapon, the legendary Pokemon Kyurem, and his evil intentions. So I had a battle with him and a member of the crew, with Nat in my side. We won, but suddenly the ship went into the air and me and Nat were teleported outside of it. I had to go to that huge cave again. When I exited, I found Team Plasma again, but some members of the old Team Plasma from Black and White won, and they were trying not to get hurt. We had another fight with the Team Plasma's members. Later, I got inside the ship again. This time, I had to go to the bottom part of the ship, where I had many fights with the crew members again. Also, there was a puzzle you have to pass across to continue. In one of the battles, however, something bad happened.
Sí, sí, vale, asegúrate, bien asegúrate.
No.
Y algo también. No.
And yes, that was my second life that I lost, and my second Pokemon too. Sadly, with the effort I had to put in finding it, I traveled to a Pokemon Center and have to leave it on the PC along with Abomas now. Rest in peace. I kept trying to complete the puzzle, which wasn't exactly easy. You have to press buttons and more buttons and more buttons and more buttons and more. Anyways, it was hard. Finally, I was able to go upwards to the right side. There, Clovis was waiting for me, and we had a Pokemon battle. However, his Pokemon weren't any trouble, so I defeated him easily. On the left side, however, there was Gachis, the leader of Team Plasma, waiting for me. I didn't get to battle him though, but to his Shadow Triad, yes, I did. Gladly, they weren't too hard to defeat, and I didn't lose anyone here. I left the ship, and I had to go to a cave where Gachis had fled to. However, before that, I decided to shiny hunt one more Pokemon to compensate for Charizard's loss, although I had Genesect with the Burn Drive for having a fire type attack. After some time, I got a shiny Slacking, which was pretty good as I had the TM Giga Impact, which was incredibly powerful. Also, the abilities were randomized, so it didn't have Truant, which was amazing. Gachis was waiting in the cave with Kyurem along him when he was about to kill me though, and appeared and saved me with his Reshiram. However, Gachis had a plan.
Just. Te entiendo. Wet Fiore. Y esa cosa es tipo hielo fuego, ¿no?
Kyurem transformed into White Kyurem, and so I had to fight against him. It was tough, but using Dark Void and Water type moves with my Suicune, I was able to defeat it. After that, Gachis himself fought against me. It wasn't easy, but also not too difficult, and I defeated him. Then he fled, and Nut happened to appear later. Now with the Team Plasma gone, my next objective was the Victory Road, and after it, the Elite Four, and finally the League Champion. As I had nothing less to do before, and also didn't want to exceed the level cap by accident, I went straight into the Victory Road. I started fighting people, although not too much if possible. There were also many cool items I was able to collect. I also found a Gligar which was hiding for some reason. After some battles, I reached the middle of the Victory Road, and in a pretty cool moment, I was able to see all the gyms I had won. I kept advancing on the road, now through a cave. Before battling with the Elite Four though, I had one last battle with Nat. This time, I would win without any losses. It was a little bit more complicated. Still, we defeated Nat. Better luck next time. Well, that happened, and yes, I lost another life. My Slacking destroyed all of his other Pokemon except for his Snorlax, who was destroyed by Gardevoir. I decided to change now my Dead Electros with Hitmonchan, who still I had on the PC, and yes, I was very lucky because it still had Thunder Punch, so it was a great substitute. And there I was, about to fight the Elite Four.
Boys and girls, it is time. To beat this game. Let's go.
Let's go, dude.
The first battle was against Marshall. His first Pokemon was Hornscrow. It wasn't very favorable, so I changed to Suicune. He avoided my Icicle Crash one time, but the second one-shotted him. His next Pokemon was a Nuzlocke, and I threw my Slacking to fight, and one-shotted him with my Ground type move. Next, he threw Vaporeon, and I decided to throw Rocky against him with Thunder Punch. It was pretty easy to defeat, but I had a really close call when he used Hydro Pump and led Rocky with very little HP. His final Pokemon was Quagsire, who I could perfectly counter with Vibration, and I one-shotted him and won the first Elite Four member.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
First one
Okay.
done.
3 more to go.
The second member I fought was Caitlyn. she started with it much up, and I didn't think he would cause much trouble. But only one hit from him had led my Virizion close to death, so I changed to Gardevoir, which resisted the move a lot better and one-shotted him. Next, she sent a Coughing, which I also one-shotted. His next was a Deoxys, and I threw out Genesect to fight against him, and he one-shotted it with its Bug-type move. Finally, she sent Kabuto, but I couldn't risk to use my Virizion, so I kept fighting with Genesect. But I was able to one-shot him anyways after a Dark Void.
Yes, perfect.
Rocky level 58. Yo.
And so I defeated the second member. The third member was Grimsley. And yeah, that battle was pretty epic, as I didn't have to change my Virizion at all. It was able to sweep all of her Pokemon, a Smoochum, a Slowbro, a Seadra, and a Snorlax with it.
Let's go one shot. Let's do it. Let's get it, bro. Let's do it.
Surprisingly enough, I didn't lose too much HP either. And that was basically my third battle, defeating the third member. The fourth and last member was Chantal. Her first Pokemon was Spinarak. I decided to change to Genesect, and I was able to one-shot him. Next, he sent a Voltorb, so I sent my Slacking and one-shotted him. The next Pokemon was Azelf. By my Slacking, was able to one-shot it too. Her final Pokemon was an Amphaseant, and I changed to Genesect. However, she was tough, and left my Genesect badly hurt, but I used a Max Potion and defeated her afterwards.
Let's go.
Oh my god.
Let's go, baby.
That's perfect.
Yes, sir.
With that, I had beat the 4 Elite Four members, and the only thing that was left was the champion.
Let's get it.
Let's go.
Welcome, challenger. I've been waiting for this. Oh my god. There is no kill me, please. You know what? I will look forward to having serious battles with strong trainers. I mean, come on. The trainers who make it here are trainers who desire victory with every fiber of their being. And they are battling alongside Pokemon that have been through countless difficult battles. If I battle with people like that, not only I will get stronger, my Pokemon will too. And we'll get to know each other even better. Okay, brace yourself. I'm Iris, the Pokemon League champion, and I'm going to defeat. That's not happening today.
And I started my final battle against Iris. Her first Pokemon was a Loudred. Seeing how he was using Synchronize but wasn't effective at all, I used Swords Dance to raise my attack to the max. Then I was able to one-shot him. I was also able to almost one-shot his next Pokemon, Welmer, but he had a Focus Band and he used Bounce, which worried me as it could one-shot my Virizion, so I changed to Genesect to resist it and then defeat the Welmer. Her third Pokemon was a Conkeldurr, but I was able to defeat it fairly quick with Gardevoir. His fourth was Zangoose, and I sent Rocky out to fight. The Zangoose dealt some good damage, but I was able to defeat him. His fifth Pokemon was Vibrava, and I used Slacking to one-shot her with Giga Impact. Her final Pokemon was Seismitoad, and I changed to Virizion to counter him. I was able to one-shot him, and just like that, I had beat up the champion and the whole game. Let's go!
Let's go!
Yeah. I think it's one more, but
Just
oh my
like
god,
that, baby.
Oh, well.
We beat
That
the
was
game.
fixed already.
Randomized.
They were.
Bro, you just win the moment. Let's go, boys. We beat the game. Randomized. Oh my god. Without any loss in the full Elite Four and the League Champion. Boys and girls. Virizion. Suiken. My boy's lacking. Completely busted.
Yeah.
Gardevoir. just a sec. My boy Gachis.
Well, this was an epic adventure and I really enjoyed it. It also took a lot of time to make and edit, but it was definitely worth it. We would really appreciate it if you supported this video. And with that said, thank you all for watching the video and hope you enjoyed.